everybody, excited utterance here, and we just had a little bit of drama with the cat and the dog, and I mean drama, as in we don't do YouTube drama around here. We do cats and dogs fighting like Tom and Jerry. Like there was a meow 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 going on outside the door, and I had to go and break that up. Yeah, Dali will tell you it happened. You could hear it. The microphone picked it up. Yeah, you're okay, mate. It's all right. It's all right. Puppy's actually really friendly. She's huge and she's really playful. And this one doesn't want to play. Hello, everybody. Hey, Christine. Hey, Gabby. Murphy Tubby. Murphy Tubby's here. It's good to see you. Hey, Ronnie. Hello. 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 Paige is here. Hello, Paige. Flying fur. Yeah, it's a little bit like that half Irish. All right. Let's bring Dolly in. Dolly, it did happen, didn't it? I can't hear you. You're muted.
You muted me.
Yeah, I know. You need to unmute yourself. You're an adult.
God, personal responsibility, you.
Yes.
Yes, Hello's kitty was quite loud.
No, did you hear the dog?
I don't think I heard the dog. I just heard the cat meowing or howling.
You didn't hear the dum, 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 dum,
oh, yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Yes, that was not him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. I love how she was just like, you're an adult. Are we sure? Christine says hello to you. She always says hello to you. I think you're her favorite.
Yeah.
I think you're her favorite. Yes, poor Sarah, big fun, friendly doggo wants to play, naughty puppy. Yeah, you've got to see the size of my dog. The problem is with my dog, like I think she's come in here once and Dali's seen the dog.
I think so.
Yeah, and she jumped up like to here, and I was like, get out, because the thing is, if she comes in here, everything goes south. Like everything's just like boom, all gone. So that would be dramatic, really dramatic. I'll put a photo on the Discord for you though. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Her name's Sybil. If anyone's a Faulty Towers fan, she's like Sybil from Faulty Towers, so we can go Sybil, Sybil, Sybil. Anyway, you think we've seen her? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's a German Shepherd cross. Beautiful, beautiful ginger thing, because we like ginger animals, don't we? Yes, we do. Alrighty. Her tail is big enough to wipe everything off your desk. Yeah, she doesn't realize that she's a little bit strong. Yeah, a little bit strong. Okay, so today, guys, is going to have a few twists and turns to it. So there will be some shocking moments. There'll be some pretty sad moments. And yeah, there'll be some interesting moments in terms of the legal part of it as well. So, and like I said the other day, I need to be a little bit more adaptable and willing to just like pick up new things and not worry too much about like getting all of my ducks in a row and like having to research everything like and lay it all out. And so I've done that and gone, cool, it's all right. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. We can watch things together. So let's do it. Hey, Dolly.
Yes.
Yes. Ducks in a row. Yes, indeed. I'm going to try and chill a little bit. Hey, Josie, how are you? Good to see you, hon. Hey. All right. My sister has an Australian blue heeler. Her name's Blueberry. Oh, kind of like Bluey. I was watching Bluey last night with my daughter, and she's 12 and she still loves Bluey. I love Bluey. She loves Bluey. We all love Bluey. Everyone loves Bluey. Hella. Be like Sal, an adult. No, I'm not taking any maturity classes from
What? Who, me? I'm the spectacle of maturity.
a spectacle of maturity. Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, if you didn't see it, this is what happened. So let's watch the news article first. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Alrighty, and this is near. I suppose it's near David.
He can represent her.
He could, I guess.
Hey, David, she needs someone. Can you do it pro bono?
Let's go.
Today with our top story out of southeastern Michigan, what was supposed to be a day of celebration, which ended in tragedy.
An 8-year-old and 4-year-old brother and sister attending a birthday party at the Swan Boat Club in Monroe County were both killed. An SUV slammed into part of the boat club where the party was taking place. You can see the video right here. Other adults and children were hurt, some facing life-threatening injuries.
Now a memorial is growing outside. Many people dropping off flowers, teddy bears, and crosses. Michael Sandlin joining us live from Newport and Monroe County where this happened. So, Michael, what new information are we learning about the person who was behind the wheel?
Jeff, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the person accused of taking their vehicle and driving it into the building behind me, 66-year-old Marshella Chidester, is currently sitting in the Monroe County Jail. Now, there's been no official charges against Chidester yet. In fact, Monroe County Prosecutor Jeffrey Yorkey told me his office likely will not press charges until tomorrow, as they're waiting for further information from Monroe Police and the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Yorkey said, "We appreciate the public's patience. Know that you understand how important it is to have all the information in front of us before making such an important decision." Earlier today, I got a chance to see those investigators hard at work when I went to Chidester's home, just a few hundred feet down the road from the Swan Boat Club. Our cameras caught officers executing a search warrant on the property, and one detective at the scene confirmed their investigation was, quote, open and active. Meanwhile, information on Chidester herself is limited, but we were able to confirm she has a connection to the Swan Boat Club. An old press release from the club reveals she once served as the club's commodore. While representatives from the boat club wouldn't talk on camera, the board of directors did release a statement saying, "We need to process this grief, support each other, support the families directly and indirectly involved, and be in each other's company." Now, as I said, Chidester's not been officially charged yet, but the Monroe County prosecutor says we should expect to see those charges as early as tomorrow and learn more about her arraignment.
Michael, Jeff, back here in the studio now. What about the victims? Do we have any updates on who they were or their condition tonight?
Yeah, Jeff, so we actually got a press release from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office just a few hours ago, revealing that the two victims that died here on Saturday, 4-year-old Zane Phillips and 8-year-old Alana Phillips, were siblings. And we also learned the condition of the 9 people that were sent to the hospital as well. We've now learned that 2 people are in critical condition, a 31-year-old woman and an 11-year-old boy. 3 people were in serious condition, an 18-year-old female, a 16-year-old female, and a 14-year-old male. And 4 people have minor injuries, a 70-year-old female, a 66-year-old female, a 62-year-old female, and a 57-year-old female. Now, we'll continue to bring you more updates on these people's condition as we continue to learn more. But for now, reporting in Newport, I'm Michael Sandlin, WTOL 11.
My lack of emotion is kind of creepy. You'll notice I didn't really seem sad that children were in the hospital or dead. But back to you.
His lack of emotion is very creepy. I think he's guilty.
Yes, he did it. He did it because of his lack of emotion.
His lack of emotion. Hello, Snivels. How are you, Snivels?
Seriously,
seriously though, it's shocking. It's terrible. And actually, I wonder whether that was. I suppose that was the correct speed. The news article there sort of skipped a little bit. I don't know why, but I made a short of it, and I didn't do anything to the video. I might just show you the short that I made because it's got a little bit of extra footage in it. I can't remember where I got it, so I'll show you the short because that it won't take long. It's a short, as you know. Hang on just a minute.
It will take long to pull it up.
No, it won't take long to pull it up. Yes, you're hilarious, aren't you? Just a
I have my
second.
moments.
You do, don't you? Just lighten the mood here for a second. And I'll share this tab.
David, see, David, I knew it. I knew you were going to represent her, aren't you? Pro bono.
David, come on stream. We need you.
Yes.
We need you. This is your city.
Yes.
This is your everything. This is your part of the world. You need to be here.
Yeah, you can do her pro bono.
Yeah, I got alert. God alert. All right, so watch this. Watch this. Hang on, I might even zoom it up a bit so you can see this little part better.
Rawr.
Yeah, rawr. All right, so go. Watch, ready? Boom. Wait a minute. Do I have to start it over again?
I want to see the boat movie.
It's no boat movie. That's the lady, obviously. Back of her neck. Okay, that's the bit of the building.
Hey, Luna, love.
Hey, Luna. She has not entered a plea at the moment. I don't really blame her. Here we go.
Well, she's probably still drunk.
It was 4 days later.
Hey, I've had some nights.
No, wait, watch for the beginning. Hang on.
Is there sound, Hella?
No, watch this. See? Boom. There we go. Look at the dust that it left. And look at the hole in the wall. Okay.
This woman is holy. Right, David? Sorry.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, next thing's next. There then was oops. Okay, I'm going to share this tab now. All right, so then Monroe County. What?
The first thing I see is this guy's ass bent over. Sorry.
Nally.
Carry on.
Behave.
I'll try.
We did have a conversation prior, didn't we?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to lighten the mood.
It's a sensitive topic. All right. You're not going to be able to help yourself now because we're going to have a crying police sheriff coming on now. You can't come on stream right now. That's all right. It's nice for you to be here, God. Thanks, God, for being with us. Thank you, God, for being with us.
Thank God.
Thank God. We need God here now. So I've got to talk before the show. If we have a serious stream, like about, deceased children and things,
yeah,
like we need to have a little talk. And also with you. All right. Anyway, so not long after this all occurred, Monroe County Sheriff did a news conference, and yes, that is his bottom. And I'm pleased that we can all be here and not be all like, because this is a horrible topic.
It is, and topic.
It's nasty.
Use humor to not focus on the trauma.
Yeah, we need to all,
And if that involves a bailiff's cute ass, then so be it.
Yeah. Look, I thought you were a peen man, to be honest. But
no, it turns out I'm an ass man.
Turns out you're an ass man. What a rump roast.
Oh God, I was thinking about picking up one of those tomorrow to shred.
Hella side eye means business. You better watch out. Okay, let's get going with this one. Okay, so this tells us what's going on not too long after the event.
Hate to see you go, but love to watch you walk away.
Dude, can you stand up?
Seriously, it's so creepy. Stop wiggling it too. Oh God damn it, dude.
Okay.
Where's John when we need him?
It was John. Someone summon John.
This may summon John. Watch, this guy's gonna be like super ugly.
I think he's John's type. Hey Susan, yes, this is live. How's it going? Hello, Twitter person.
I said 8:30, so I'm just gonna make sure I stick true to my word. So
oh, sorry, no. This is not live. As in, this is not live. Sorry, we're live, but the fellow on the sheriff, he's not live.
Yeah, the rump roast.
He's
not live. We're just live watching it. That's all. Nice to see you, Susan.
We'll have conversation with our men and women.
I just imagine him seeing this one day and just getting super insecure now about bending over.
Well, I left.
I think he would be like, how dare you make fun of my bottom at such a serious time? But thank you, though. I do work hard on it.
I did some squats. Thank you for noticing.
I did do squats. Looks like hairy things on the phone screen. What are you talking about?
For sure.
What hairy things?
Otherwise,
I'm unalived with laughter.
It turns blonde in the sun.
Should I fast forward, or are we enjoying this too much?
I kind of like him now. I want to see what he does next.
He's a nice dude. Like, I like the sheriff. Question: did she post the full amount or 10% surety through a surety company
she's still
for
in jail.
assets? She's still in. It's 1.5 million.
Really, that much?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Her attorney tried to get it put to 100.
It's kind of hot. Oh, then again, no,
thing-
there's a ton of charges.
The whole thing is high.
If you guys could make sure everyone's phone.
That's an unpopular opinion.
Thank you.
God damn it.
Mine will go on. Oh, yeah, mine worked too. Thank God for the car.
Oh, what kind of cell phone do you have? Does it hold a charge? Because mine was at 2% earlier. I don't know. I got the new iPhone, but I know you're an Android boy.
You live near the area, Susan? Oh, really?
Oh, nice. Well, no, I don't know, nice, but whoa.
Wow.
Are they at Legoland here?
What?
Legoland? Look at the
What are you
background.
talking about? Oh, the background. Look at the back.
It's Legos.
Oh, that's a really pretty wall.
David wishes he was here now.
That's a really pretty wall. I like that.
Is this the arraignment or press conference?
No. This is just a police conference. This is terrorists that they're going to give an update and say what's happened. So I'm getting to the arraignment shortly. I just thought you guys would like to see.
all right, so we'll get rolling.
We're going to get rolling. Thank you.
Let me know. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
You guys good?
Oh, 2 thumbs.
Well, hello. I'm Troy Goodenough. I'm the sheriff here in Monroe County.
Troy, good enough.
I want to thank, first of all, Berlin Township for allowing us to utilize their government building for this unfortunate, tragic announcement. Today at approximately 3 p.m. Eastern Time, emergency personnel were dispatched to 6332 Branch R Road in Berlin Township, the County of Monroe, regarding a motor vehicle that struck a building at the Swan Boat Club. The vehicle struck the north wall of the facility, entering the building, and came to rest approximately 25 feet inside the building, where a young child's birthday party was being held. Upon arrival, first aid was provided to approximately 15 victims, which included adults and young children. 9 of those victims were transported by ambulance and/or medical helicopter to local hospitals with serious life-threatening injuries. A total of 3 children and 6 adults were transported. Several others were transported by private vehicle to local hospitals. Unfortunately, in tragedy, 2 of the victims were pronounced deceased at the scene. This includes an 8-year-old female and a 5-year-old male.
Oh, he's crying.
Who are siblings of each other.
Oh.
The 66-year-old female driver of the vehicle, excuse me, who will not be identified at this time, has been taken into police custody for operating while intoxicated, causing death, and she's lodged at the Monroe County Jail.
Hey, young.
Additional criminal charges will likely be brought against the driver as the investigation proceeds. At this time, investigators are continuing to process evidence at the scene, identify victims, interview witnesses, and reunite family members. The scene was described by the first responders as extremely chaotic, with high level of emotions of those directly involved and those who witnessed this horrific incident. With me today are members of emergency first responders who were at the scene dealing with this tragedy. That includes Berlin Township Fire Department, Frenchtown Township Fire Department, Monroe Township Fire Department, Rockwood Fire Department, Monroe Community Ambulance, Huron Valley Ambulance, and the University of Michigan Survival Life Flight, who dispatched 2 helicopters. I'm going to remind everybody, this is an active investigation with the Monroe County Sheriff's Office being the lead investigation agency, our Traffic Services Division, our Detective Bureau, our Youth Services Division, evidence technicians, our drone team, and our chaplain service. We were assisted at the scene by members of the Monroe Public Safety Department's Accident Investigation Team, Detective Bureau, Chaplain Services, along with the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office, Accident Investigation Team, and the Michigan State Police. That's all I had to.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
There was a small police presence at Vernon's Tavern. Is that where the suspect was prior to?
We have information that she.
David, on that, the her defense is saying yes that she had a leg spasm. So, but then also and I don't know if this has been confirmed or if it's just something that's been put out there by the media, but there's also something to say that she had a 0.206 or something blood alcohol level. So leg spasm, blood alcohol level.
David, are you representing her, or should we get DUI guy involved? I can ask Chandler.
0.26, Susan says here.
Oh, that's nothing.
Dolly. So Susan is in the area. So she would have heard a lot about this. And this is very serious, right? So he PBT, which is what the state is relying on. Her PBT, sorry, which is what the state is relying on. That's blood PBT.
Blood test, something. Blood test
is what the state is relying on, is not admissible at trial. Breath test.
Oh.
Breath test is not admissible at trial.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it ever admissible?
That's very interesting, David.
So did she only
have a breath test? Interesting. Did she have a blood test? I wonder, David. Because blood is what the blood test is what is admissible, correct? I don't know in your state, and you have to tell me, David. Susan, by the way, I know Susan, you're in the area. David, who's also on our stream here right now, he's a defense attorney in Michigan, so you know. So PBT, preliminary breath test. Susan, Susan, her blood work they are waiting on. Right. Okay. So we will see. This is very interesting what's unfolding. Isn't this very interesting what's unfolding? Yes. So, no, she has not entered a plea at this stage. She is charged with second-degree murder. Right. So that's pretty intense. That's not manslaughter or anything like that. Oh, here he is. Hey,
there's that sexy.
Good to have you. Thank you for being here.
No worries. I wanted to pop in and just say one thing about the charges against her. So she's being charged with 2 counts of vehicular manslaughter. Essentially, it's like operating a vehicle causing a death, which are 15-year. And much like the Crumblies, they would be stacked on top of each other. So although there's multiple deaths, it would only be 15 years. The bad one is the murder charges, which is the DUI causing death, right? Yeah. Because in Michigan, if you intentionally consume alcohol and then get behind a wheel, they transfer the intent to the unaliving of the people.
Really?
So that's the key here for her is the intent to consume alcohol and then drive, right? Well, not consume alcohol, but be drunk and then drive. So if she only had 1 glass of wine with chili 4 hours prior to the accident, then
a bowl of chili.
A bowl of chili, yeah. Then that would indicate that she didn't have that intent, right? So the question is taking that with the medication, was that a problem? Was she on the medication? We don't even know what her blood alcohol level was because notoriously the Michigan State Police Crime Lab it takes a long time to do the blood work. I'm assuming they drew blood. I'm assuming they got a warrant and drew her blood. But what they have is a preliminary breath test, which is the little machine that they hold up on the side of the road and have you blow into. Those are not admissible. For the purposes of conviction in Michigan. They are for the purposes of arresting for reasonable suspicion.
Yeah.
That's all that it's for. And to get a warrant to maybe draw your blood. So they can't rely on that at the trial. So it'd be interesting to see what the blood results come out at. Yeah. But supposedly she does have a medical condition that apparently gives her seizures in her legs, which she hasn't had any driving restrictions, at least not in a number of years. Really? She's been talking about driving restrictions with her doctor in the past and things like that. But like her attorney says during the arraignment,
she had therapy for her legs that day.
She did. Yeah. So this was an ongoing medical condition. So this isn't as black and white. The most interesting and controversial thing is the arraignment where they literally had the Zoom feed and everyone's yelling at this attorney during the Zoom feed and the judge isn't cutting him off and the attorney's responding, oh my God, don't respond to the shenanigans in the audience. But I don't know if you watched.
We're about to look at that.
We haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God, that was just so much BS. At first I thought he was talking to the judge and then I realized no, he's not talking to the judge. Why is this attorney responding to the gallery? Anyways, $1.5 million bond page says so
can I ask about since thank you for popping in because I really am interested in these charges. So, second-degree murder.
Yeah, life in prison.
Full on. Like, why? Just I can't even get my head around why she would be charged with murder.
Yeah. Well, because she didn't intentionally kill anybody, but she intentionally created the situation. She intentionally did the act that was so reckless that it resulted in death. So. It's different than an accident. So if you're carrying a gun and you drop it and it goes off, right? That's kind of an accident. But if you're carrying that gun and you're just firing it randomly into the air and you accidentally kill somebody, well, now you're creating a reckless situation. That's second degree. If you point the gun at somebody and you pull the trigger with the intent to kill them, that's first degree. So you can kind of think of those different levels.
Okay, because I suppose it's different in different states. So, like in Wisconsin, we just saw Nikolai Mew get charged, eventually convicted with reckless homicide. So,
reckless homicide is like manslaughter in Michigan. Or I'm sorry, it's like second-degree murder in Michigan.
It's like that's second-degree murder. Okay.
Yeah, that's like second-degree murder. Yeah,
but it doesn't sound
the way
as
you
bad.
describe it. Well, when it doesn't sound as bad as second-degree murder, I suppose, yes, because you
to
just
the
said
jury. The
to the
jury
jury maybe.
would maybe.
Well, but you just said second-degree murder. When I hear second-degree murder, I don't hear reckless, and you just said reckless, and that makes more sense because what she did was reckless, I guess.
Yes.
Whereas here it just sounds like
if it was within her control, if she had knowledge ahead of time, think of the Kremleys, right? Did they have knowledge ahead of time? Did they, did they disregard any warning signs, things like that? So did this woman have any warning signs? Should she have not been on the road? What were the discussions with her doctors? She was taking medication. Was she advised that this medication mixed with alcohol could be a problem? I don't know what medication she was taking. Not all medication affects, like the experts in the gallery were saying, not all medication mixed with alcohol has those sort of drowsy effects or whatever. So we'll leave it to the experts, not the gallery.
Yeah.
But this came across my radar because of the gallery. Constantly. It was ridiculous. That judge had no control over his courtroom.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so Murph, it's a double whammy if she was drunk and had a medical condition. Best bet is take a plea deal if they offer it, because the jury is unlikely to not burn her for killing 2 kids.
Oh, yeah. She should probably get a plea deal and take it. The problem is any plea deal, even if it's a lesser offense, which is 15 years, she's going to die in prison. With all of her health issues and her age, she's dead in prison. So people, if there's a concern, don't get behind the wheel. I don't know what else to tell you.
That's interesting. So
even if you bump it down to negligence causing the death, negligent operation of a motor vehicle causing 2 deaths, she's going to get 15 years.
True.
Especially because they're children. So she's going away for the rest of her life. The issue for me, from an attorney in the state of Michigan dealing with these types of cases, are how is the court going to treat the medical condition as opposed to the potential DUI?
Yeah.
There's a famous case where a guy who ate bread, it would metabolize in his system to create alcohol, and he would literally get drunk off of bread. He didn't know it. It was like a newer condition that came on in his life and had never been diagnosed. And so the question was, did he intentionally drink alcohol, become intoxicated to the point, and then operate a vehicle? And the court said no, because he just ate bread. So it's these things are kind of interesting, and I'm looking out at this case for that reason. This woman's going to jail for the rest of her life, given her age and health issues. But I'm it's the details in the law.
Susan's in the area, by the way. Say hi to Susan. She's
hi,
Susan. They couldn't figure out the mute, I think, but she hit a car. Was that a tree before slamming into the club? Apparently, she did hit. I thought it was a truck that she hit on the way in. She was. It does make more sense how fast she was traveling. If her legs were seized up.
Yeah.
If
she couldn't get her feet off of the pedal. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, she was really hammering.
Salvador, that's why you avoid road sex while you're driving. Just FYI. All right, I gotta go. I just wanted to jump in and tell you guys all that.
Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, David. Yay! Bye, David. Okay, let's keep going.
We may have been there, yes.
Are they being investigated?
We went in, we shut the business down, and we're in the process of executing a search warrant for information as to their business conducted at that day.
You said 9 transported with serious life-threatening injuries, 3 children, 6 adults, and then there were other people who also went to local hospitals. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. They were transported by private vehicle. Yes, ma'am.
So how many? 15 total victims, right?
That's what our preliminary estimates are. Yes.
How many people were inside the structure?
We're having a difficult time determining that because of the mass. The scene and trying to communicate with individuals that were there that could tell us how many people were in there. As I said, by the words of the first responders, it was chaotic.
There's 2 buildings there. So the area that the party was in is separate from, say, the boat club. So there's a mix of people that were back and forth between the two areas, so it's complicated right now. Trying to get everybody that was there, some people who had left the scene, the people who were involved in the party, and then the people who were actively participating in boat club activities.
My name's Chief Wendy Stevens from Frenchtown Fire.
I know it's obviously an open investigation, but what was her demeanor?
Me button, Bella.
I mean, were you able to communicate with her at all? Was she coherent? Did she realize what she had done? I mean, we've seen surveillance video, doorbell video of her just zooming through like she doesn't even realize she's headed right towards a building.
As to her mental state, I don't want to get into that,
No.
but I can tell you that she cooperated at the scene.
Good idea not to talk about that.
This is just a horrific story.
It is.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. All right, moving on. So, hang on. Let's get into the arraignment, shall we?
Girl,
Oh, hey, wait.
go to this basketball.
That was a little bit of a preview. Right, there she is. There's the lady in question, guys. Obscure. I saw what you said before. Where is she?
I don't know. I think she's kind of cute.
Smash or pass?
The attorney or her?
I think Obscure is talking about her.
Oh, yeah. Ah.
No, she's not there yet. I'll tell you when she is. Oh, that's her. Watch on it.
Babu.
There she is.
What do you think he's saying to her?
You're screwed. Don't say anything. Don't
Corn Pop
look
was a
up.
bad dude.
Corn Pop.
You know, I had hairy legs, and the kids would rub them down in the pool. And that.
What?
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 My legs would turn blonde in the sun. You don't know that?
No.
Oh my God.
No idea what you're talking
Oh
about.
my
That's
God.
weird.
It is very weird to talk about kids rubbing your legs and having them turn blonde in the sun. Do you know who said that?
No.
Our president.
You.
No, our president.
Okay.
And that's when he called Corn Pop a bad dude.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No. Well, actually, no. I do know about the pictures of the kids sniffing.
Yeah, he battled Corn Pop with a chain, rusty chain.
Who's Corn Pop?
A black kid that he called Esther at a swimming pool.
Okay.
I know. The story is even. Yeah.
Like, your presidents are all weird. The whole lot of them. Every single one of them. Don't try and tell me any of them aren't.
Well, some were more based than others, but yeah, they're all weird.
They're all weird. The whole lot.
Yeah, and he also did that.
Okay. That's enough.
Sorry.
Time out. Time out, people. No president
Nothing's
talk.
happened. Good Lord.
All right, please.
Now what's going on? All right, so David said that this dude had no control of the courtroom. Oh, okay. Ouchie.
People of state of Michigan versus.
Oh, well, too bad.
Marshella
So sad.
Chidester.
Chidesters.
Chidester. Case number 241971FY. Names for the record.
Your Honor, Jeff Yorkie on behalf of the people.
Your Honor, Bill Colovis, P38434 on Ms. Chidester.
Really? You have to give your bar number?
3 p.m. in the afternoon. Martin Bella.
Today is the time and date set for pre-trial arraignment in this matter. The defendant is charged with count 1, homicide, second degree, maximum penalty, life or any term of years. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under MCL 769.36 for each death that resulted from the operating a motor vehicle.
Oh, I get your stuff.
Resulted operation of the vehicle, DNA upon arrest, count 2, homicide, second degree, same maximum penalty, count 3, operating while intoxicated causing death, maximum penalty 15 years, and or $2,500 to $10,000 monetary sanction. Defendant may be convicted for each death arising out of the same transaction. The court may order consecutive sentencing under MCL 269.36. Count 4, operating while intoxicated causing death, same penalty as count 3. Count 5, operating while intoxicated causing
J-Rock just sent me a link about Joe Biden's insane thoughts on hairy legs and roaches.
Monetary sanction.
Thank you, J-Rock.
How it does.
Anyway.
We stay in mute, Your Honor.
It was on Saturday, Lisa, approximately 3 p.m.
Cause conference there, April 30th at 9 a.m.
Nice to have you here, Lisa.
With an exam date of May 6th at 1:30, that will be in person. And I'll hear.
Why? Oh God, I could make a really offensive joke right now about this.
Your Honor, the people are requesting a $1.5 million bond at this point, along with conditions. It is based, at least in part, on the fact that, as the court has already indicated, the defendant is facing 2 life sentences that could run consecutive to other offenses that are involved in this matter. In addition to that, we believe that the likelihood of conviction is extremely high here. We have ample video evidence showing exactly what happened during this incident. And finally, Judge, the defendant suffers from a very severe substance abuse issue, corroborated by friends and family members, and she creates a very high risk to the public. For all those reasons, we believe that a $1.5 million bond is in order in this particular case.
Your Honor, again, Bill Colovis on behalf of my client. Your Honor, I think the court has served in the judiciary for many years and understands and appreciates that at an arraignment, the client has not been found guilty. We don't have prejudgment penalties. What we do have here is somebody, when looking at bond, any favorable and unfavorable facts. The favorable facts are my client is 66 years of age. My client has no record whatsoever. In fact, she has never even received a traffic ticket.
Just stop for a moment. Well, that's just a jail uniform. Great not success. Prison. So, yeah, it's not in prison.
She's not Richard Allen.
Now, was I incorrect, Susan? Was she actually released?
She may have bailed out since then.
Was it if I'm wrong, I stand corrected. As I love being corrected if I'm if I've got my facts in out of order. Hey.
I'm kidding.
Except if it's by you.
Oh, then she doesn't talk to me for a week. No, I'm kidding.
Nah, just,
No.
you know.
Okay,
I'm generally right when it's you and I. No, seriously. If she's managed to find her bond, and was it a surety? Like, was it just a percentage? I don't think her defense managed to talk him down to $100,000.
No, it'd be $150,000 bond, which she loses.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened. Because I've watched most of this, and if that's the case, I missed that bit. But we'll see. We'll see. I know she lives right near the boat club. Yeah, she lives really, really close, and she was actually a commodore or something, like a member of the boat club as well. I have a Facebook post that she has made in the boat club's Facebook group. Someone went and found it. Not me. Someone else has been stalking. One of the other YouTubers. I'm not one of those YouTubers that goes and stalks people. That's not me. Anyway, let's keep going.
Of the 50 years of driving, she's better than I am.
Oh, she's better than you.
In 60 years on this earth, she's never had any traffic involvement. She's never had any law enforcement involvement. I think that adds a little credibility to her side of the table. In addition, she's owned her residence, which is about 400 feet from where this took place, for 40 years. She's retired from a position.
Thank you, Susan.
And was living a peaceful life with her husband in retirement.
Now, where can I put this?
What the prosecutor fails to mention to the court is that she has a history, and even the neighbors in the news media has said that she drives like a little old lady when she drives. You got to drive around her. That in addition, that my client has a history of having seizures. And this history has lasted since last November. It started of an epileptic type seizure in her legs. In fact, that's that day she was treated for it. It's not like her to drive.
Drinking. Yeah, exactly.
She was drinking. If I may continue with all due respect from everyone, a search warrant was executed.
Hang on, who was talking then?
At the bar that was allegedly where she was at. The bar showed that she had one glass of wine 4 hours prior to 3 o'clock, between 11 and 12, and a bowl of chili. That was confirmed with a search warrant of what the receipt was.
No beans.
In addition, that no doctor told her not to drive. The doctor told her not to drive for a number of months, very few months, and then she could operate a vehicle. About a month prior to this accident, Your Honor, because I want the court, I'm not doing a trial today, but I want the court to know everything in setting the bond, that this is not a monster. It's horrible what happened. Absolutely horrible. I have 2 children. It's absolutely horrible. But some things we don't have control over. If I have a heart attack at my age, I don't have control over it if I'm operating a vehicle and hit somebody. So, Your Honor, the $1.5 million in the murder charge, I don't know where that's coming from, but they have to prove it. And respectfully, Your Honor, we would ask for $100,000 cash or surety, 10%. She can have, the court can order home confinement. Police have never been called to her home. She doesn't even have a speeding ticket if there's such a substance abuse at 66 years of age. So we're asking for home confinement along with $100,000, 10% cash or surety. In addition, she can have an alcohol monitor. Any violation whatsoever, bond revoked. But she gets medical treatment. Absolutely gets medical treatment. In fact, they have all the prescriptions she's on at the jail, which are numerous because of the paralysis she gets once in a while in her legs. And it's all documented. Now, I'll bring forward the medical records. So we're burning somebody at the stake by just craziness, just crazy words being that because there's been deaths, which is horrible, absolutely horrible. But we have to go back and say, how did it happen? If me, Bill Clovis, has a heart attack on the freeway and I hit somebody changing a tire, I can't be liable in today's society.
Yeah, but your ass wasn't drunk and you did purposely burn the shit. So they're two different things.
Again, let me repeat.
My God.
They did a search warrant and it showed one glass of wine 4 hours prior. Thank you, Judge.
What? Okay, hang on. People are interrupting him.
Yeah. People on the Zoom call, the victims.
What the hell?
On a Zoom call are interrupting him as he's talking.
Why is the judge not stopping that?
I would tell them to shut up politely because they're
You
victims.
can mute them. You can simply mute them.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell them to shut up. You can just simply mute them.
But I mean, I've been on Zoom calls recording court and whatnot, and yeah, you can like unmute and interrupt. I would never because I'm terrified of the judge. But this is so inappropriate. So inappropriate.
I was like, I thought I was hearing things.
No.
I was like, have I got another tab playing or something?
No. These are, and then he's responding to these people who are yelling at him.
Okay, and I believe that's just the start of it. Holy hell, that's crazy.
Yeah, great success. My understanding is it's some device you wear that can tell if you're on alcohol, and can report that to the popo.
Sorry, what's that? What are you talking about?
An alcohol anklet?
Ankle monitor that can tell if you drink through your skin. Have they put that on her?
That's what he's requesting, I think.
Oh, sure. Okay. Sorry. Hey, Tilly. How's it going? Skip. And J Rock, it's good to see you here too. Wow, this is nuts. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, I respond, Judge. Your Honor.
How do you keep going? Not hit no break or turn.
Because sometimes you have a seizure and your legs freezes up.
Your Honor, there is no indication whatsoever in any of the evidence that we have uncovered in this case that the defendant suffered from a seizure at the time of this incident. In fact, quite the opposite. A very long investigation has occurred. There was a preliminary breath test done, which indicated that her blood alcohol level was significantly over the legal limit. What's more is based on, she indicated herself that she had some seizure issues and she was on some medication and that she wasn't supposed to be drinking, but admitted that she had been drinking that day. So she is a danger to this community. And that is illustrated no clearer than the two dead children that she is directly responsible for. A $1.5 million bond in this case is a gift, and that's what I'm asking the court to consider.
How do you save the community from...
The rumors are that she drinks in her car in parking lot.
Objection!
Rumors. Hopefully they don't have rumors on any of the people here today.
In the state of Michigan, if you have a seizure...
Your Honor, may I continue?
Yes.
Thank you.
She took my two grandbabies.
Let's start
almost killed 3 of mine on the same day.
Keep getting this interruption.
I don't know if you can mute for right now.
Thank you.
Your Honor, again, if it's the safety of the public, there's no history whatsoever. Number 2 is she can be put on an alcohol tether. Number 3 is she can be put in her home. If she violates her home to go get her mail, she can be picked up and put in without bond. We'll stipulate to that. So, the court's seen many, many people, thousands of people before the court, and it's seen criminal history. We don't even have traffic ticket. It's absolutely horrible, but we're not punishing somebody before they're convicted. Thank you.
Any victims wish to address the court?
Yeah, she chose to drink, and those were my grandbabies.
Thank you. Your name,
She
please?
made that choice to go in that car. She chose to drink and drive, and she took my grandbaby from us.
Understood. Your name for the record, ma'am?
My name is Kathy Phillips.
What
I'm
is
the grandmother of
this?
the
Why is
babies
she
that were
talking?
killed.
It's a freaking arraignment.
Hey, Bob.
Factors I've considered.
Welcome to the
Set
circus.
bond. She has no criminal history, identified criminal history, no incidents of non-appearance.
Your Honor, one of the victims does want to speak. Address the
Oh,
court.
here we go.
She may.
She can try to counsel table. If we could start with your name, ma'am.
My name is Raquel Smothers. I am Mariah's sister.
Okay, so you know, hang on. Mariah is the mother, and Mariah is actually in hospital in like serious condition right now. So that's why she can't be there. She's the mother, and also her other son, I think, is in hospital in serious condition too. And she's the mother of the two little ones who passed. And this is her sister, so the aunt.
It said about getting injections in her legs for something. Knowing that, with or without drinking, you're still putting people in harm's way because with muscles and everything, you can't control something. Why operate a vehicle knowing you're taking medicine that drinking will affect it? I was there. I seen her.
She's not wrong.
My daughter, my mom, my sister, my nephew from the opposite side of the family, my sister's 3 children.
Can you pause?
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's. Yeah, Tilly.
Do a quick
Okay,
recap.
sure. Okay, sure. All right. So, for those who are just joining us, hang on a minute.
Sure.
I'm going to show you. There was a tragic crash on the weekend. This is brand new. This happened on Saturday about 3 p.m. in Michigan, Monroe County, Michigan. This lady, her name, you can see her up in the top there. Her name is Marshella Chidester. She allegedly, I don't think there's any argument that she was the one behind the wheel, allegedly drove straight into a boat club at speed, drove through a wall and into a children's birthday party. 2 children, aged 5 and 8, are deceased. A mother and a son are in critical condition. 15 people are actually injured from that, quite a few of them seriously. She has been, since then, she has been arrested, and we're watching the arraignment of her right now. And what's going on is that the defense attorney is stating that she's actually, whether or not she was intoxicated or not, she was actually someone who suffers from these seizures, or not seizures. She gets leg cramps, and she was actually undergoing treatment at the time, and she had some sort of spasm and her legs seized up. I'm just going to change tabs and show you this. I put a short out yesterday or tonight, or today, your time. And I'll just show you really quickly. Oops. I hate the way shorts work. There you go. There she is driving through. Boom. Yeah. Okay. I'll show that again. Oops. Let's go again.
I mean, the dust.
There we go. Boom. There she goes, like so. Right. And there's the big hole in the wall after she drove through it. Okay. So let's just go back.
And let's say her leg was, she was having like a seizure or muscle spasm and pushing down on the pedal. She was going at a high rate of speed. She was kicking up dust. Like she was going full speed. So, I mean, just the way she's driving, I could see the argument there. I don't know anything else or any other factors. I'm just saying that she was going fast.
She was going super fast. Really, really fast. Really, really fast. What's this? I hate to suggest this, Bella. I hate to suggest this, but her family said she's an addict and leg cramps are a common diagnosis for all Phil Barnes. Look, Paige, look, I think, like David popped on a moment ago and he said, regardless, she's going to prison for the rest of her life. She's 66. Whether or not she's done for a second-degree murder or some sort of recklessness, she having leg cramps and being under the influence of some sort of drug, knowing that she is susceptible to these sorts of cramps and things like that. Or regardless, like she's 66, she's going away for a really long time. Yeah. So she has some sort of knowledge that she shouldn't really be behind the wheel. So I'm again, like for me, I tend to agree with you. I don't really have any sympathy for her getting behind the wheel. She didn't, to me, it seems like whether or not she was super duper drunk or whether she just shouldn't be behind the wheel for some other reason, it doesn't really make much difference to me. But it seems like potentially the state may not have quite what they need. They, like Dave came on earlier and he said that they have a preliminary breath test only, and that's not admissible in court. So don't know whether or not they're going to have her on the DUI or not. We'll see. But anyway, let's keep going. The other thing that's happening that's crazy right now, and why we're all in shock, is because we're watching an arraignment and a bunch of people are just yelling out in court, which is very strange. All right, let's keep going. Did I do a good enough job catching you all up?
I think so. No, that's pretty good.
We were supposed to be planning a birthday party for Zane, not a funeral. Know when you have medical conditions, you should never get behind a wheel whether you are drinking or not. Taking medications, they tell you not to drink, but she still chose to drink. She still chose to get into that vehicle. I will never look at the month of April the same ever again. My birthday was a few days prior. The babies were just at my house. My niece with her flawless curly hair loved to dance. My nephew, he always hated my truck was dirty. I cleaned my truck out just for him. He loved jujitsus. He loved cracking jokes. Eminem was his idol. They walked into that birthday party having a fun time. They were sitting at that table eating. And this woman crashed her car through this building, destroying all of our lives. Not just my family, everyone else that was in that building. My nephew and my sister are still fighting for their lives today. I had to be the one to tell my sister her babies were gone when they removed her ventilator yesterday. She said, "How am I supposed to live without my babies?" should ever have to go to a birthday party thinking that they're going to die. Medical history or not, every medication tells you not to drink. She knew it. She shouldn't have done it. I had to see my deceased niece and nephew. I had to see their very last moment before their car was removed. I seen it. And my sister can't decide what she wants. And then babies, I can tell you right now, cannot have an open casket. It's a horrible, dramatic thing. I cannot close my eyes at night without seeing the babies and what they look like. No, I'm done.
I agree, Outline. This is for victim impact. This is not for arraignment.
And she's a known drunk.
To her credit, she does have ties to the community. However,
Can I say something, Your Honor? I'm the brother of the father.
Here we go.
You're-
Bring in the angry mob.
Nicholas Phillips.
All right. Go ahead.
This woman deliberately, without even a hint of break, destroyed my brother's life. Those was his baby. His little girl used to go to his basketball games. And now that little girl is not going to be able to go see it. Their father, because a woman claims to have high community ties to her community, want to drive and hit the gas even further when she got to that parking lot and destroyed multiple lives. My brother is in the hospital right now, praying that his little boy comes through, and he still got to tell his son that he lost his sister and brother. How is that right, or how is that even fair? How is it even justified? Because the woman saying that she got some type of medical issue. As my sister said, you take medicine for years. You're an adult. You could read the label. It says do not drink. And you can't sit here and tell me one drink that would do that. You can't. I'm a high educated man. You can't tell me that. And there's no justifying what she did to my family. There's none. This will never, ever be right. There's nothing in this world that anybody can sit here and say, well, she could say it was an accident. That was not an accident. I know what accidents look like. That happened all the time on a freeway. If she was not drunk as people claim it, her house is 3 houses away from what she did. Why didn't she just go home? Why did she? It's right there. 3 houses away from where she did that stuff that she did to my brother's family. 3 houses. Why did she go home?
Thank you.
So you as the defender, you should feel ashamed for even trying to stick up for only one drink. One drink don't do that, sir. It never will. Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I say something?
Your name, please.
Judge is just gonna let everyone say everything.
Go ahead.
I drove there. My 3 children were there. And whether you're having a seizure or not, that was intentional. You couldn't drive the way that those roads bend and the way that you drive in there. There is no way
now it's
that
intentional.
woman was not conscious in turning that vehicle. She aimed it right there, right at the bar where probably her husband should have been sitting. I don't know what her intentions were, but I can tell you it was in purpose and it was intentional.
Okay.
You can tell. We all know it.
Oh, do we?
Not intentional.
May I speak, Your Honor?
Your name, please.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
My name is Joshua Stiff. So I'm a member of the boat club, and I've been a member for many years, and I'm familiar with Marshella. And during my 10 years of being a member of the boat club, and most of the time I've seen her, she's been highly intoxicated, and I've watched people try to walk her out the door dozens and dozens of times. And you know, one of the things that aren't brought up here is the fact that she hit a vehicle down the road and a tree down the road. And I believe that that it wasn't intentional, but I do believe that it was a situation where she was trying to flee and run from what she had just done down the road. She shouldn't have been driving. And everybody knew that, right? Everybody, you're a member of the boat club, you know this lady shouldn't be driving. And I believe she was fleeing that scene. And there's a speed bump before you enter the parking lot to the boat club, as well as like a runoff ditch that you got to pass over with your vehicle. We all drive 10 miles an hour through that area because of these, you know, and it's a narrow road.
Hey, Nikki.
But I believe that she was fleeing from hitting the truck so that she wouldn't get caught drunk driving.
Oh, really?
And in doing so, hit the speed bump as well as the little ditch that's 30 feet past that and lost control of her vehicle. So I don't believe it's intentional, but I do believe that, and I know that she drinks a lot and she, you know, should never get behind the wheel. And if you're under that much medicine as her attorney states, then even one glass of wine could potentially, you know, do you like this. And not only that, is a lot of medications, you know, you're not supposed to drive on, right? So, you know, whether it's the alcohol or the medication or it's neither, this lady should never be behind the wheel. We've watched her, you know, take baby steps to get out of the place because she could barely walk.
Hey, Dina, they only have at the moment her preliminary breath test. They don't have any blood work yet. Preliminary breath test was 0.26 apparently. So they're going off that. David was here earlier and he said that in this area, it takes notoriously long for them to get blood work through. So who knows? Now she's on some medication. And the bar that she was at says that she only had one glass of wine and a bowl of chili, and that was 3 hours earlier. Now, for her to have a 0.26 blood alcohol level, she would have had to have gone somewhere else and drunk an awful lot more. Or, I don't know, I'm not a toxicologist, but potentially would that medication have had some effect in order to make that wine increase her blood alcohol level? I don't know, but maybe she's just gone and drunk a whole bottle of plonk. I don't know. We'll see. We will see, but that still has to come out. And hey, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey, Selena, nice to have you here too. Right, let's keep going.
Right, let alone get behind the wheel. And you know, for such a frail lady to cause such devastation.
No, Lisa,
in her
she
car,
didn't.
I think that I think that she shouldn't be freed on bond because of this. You know, I believe that decades of her drunk driving that just caught up to her is what I believe, and decades of her driving under the influence of whether it be pills or alcohol. And I would point towards alcohol from my experience of knowing you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I went over some of the issues that impact my decision in setting bond. High on that list is the fact that she's facing 2 life sentences, 2 15-year sentences, and 4 5-year sentences. Therefore, I find
No online.
Reason bond to be $1.5 million with the following conditions. It will be reporting to pretrial services. The defendant is to appear for examination, arraignment, trial, sentence, at any time directed by any court, by any judgment issued by any court. Do not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Do not commit any crime allowed on bond. Immediately notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number. No use of alcohol or any illegal controlled substances. Submit to substance abuse testing and monitoring, including a SCRAM tether and GPS tether. Do not purchase or possess a firearm or other dangerous weapon. Forfeit any passport and not operate a motor vehicle out of bond.
Your Honor, if I may. Thank you, Judge. The 1.5 million, will they be cash, surety, or 10%?
Cash or surety.
10% at all? She has no history whatsoever, Your Honor.
Between her and the surety. I believe the surety would typically take 10% of that to post the guarantee.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
A New York court, the highest court in the state, has overturned Harvey Weinstein's 2020
Everyone's
rape.
talking about that. Okay. Well aware. Okay, so that was pretty nuts. Meanwhile, I wanted to just also say that this has happened, and we know that the minute someone gets hurt, injured, etc., there are certain kinds of lawyers who run after said injured people and do this sort of thing. They go and find the injured people wherever they are. And in this case, they've gone and found that mother and gotten her to file suit really, really quickly. Really, really, really quickly. So, yes. Driver restaurant sued by mother of birthday party victims killed in boat club crash. Lawyers like, I was going to say Lionel Hutz, but that's kind of the same thing. They are called ambulance chasers in the US. Yes. Or Eric Bland. Yes. Did Larry make a road trip? Yeah, I know. I think he's still busy in Otter Creek. Anyway, yeah, by the way, yeah, we will be, that they will only be out for a couple of weeks if next date is April 30th. April 30th is really, really soon. So we will be watching that hearing on April 30th, by the way. The next hearing, yes, is April 30th. That will be where they'll be presenting the prosecution's case. So that will be really interesting. We'll definitely watch that. So anyway, let's have a look at what's going on with these civil suits. I got to say, the one against the defendant, cool. The one against the tavern is not going to happen, in my opinion. Not a lawyer or anything. Certainly not a personal injury lawyer, but come on now. How about do a little bit of research first? So, driver restaurant sued by mother of birthday party victims killed in club crash. My lovely reader here, would you like to do a little bit of reading for me?
The mother who lost 2 children Saturday when a car plowed into a private Monroe County boat club has sued the accused driver and a local tavern she allegedly visited the day of the crash. The lawsuit filed Monday in 38th Circuit Court in Monroe County alleges the woman, now identified by authorities as 66-year-old Marshella Chidester, acted with gross negligence when she crashed into the Swan Boat Club on Saturday afternoon during a children's birthday party.
Yes. Okay. We know all this stuff. Let's move on. So she was arraigned on Tuesday. Yeah, we know this. That bit there, please.
Defendants destroyed plaintiff's family relationship. Maria Dodds lost her 2 children, according to the lawsuit.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely true. Now, this bit.
Dodds' lawsuit also alleges Verna's Tavern is responsible for Chidester's actions. Dun, dun, dun. Because they continued plying her alcohol even after she was visibly drunk.
Okay, so here's the thing. She went to this other tavern called Verna's Tavern, right? And this was 3 hours earlier, and she had a bowl of chili and a glass of wine, right? Now, the police sheriff that we were watching earlier before the arraignment, he actually stated in the questions that the press gallery were asking, they said, is the tavern that she was at being investigated? And he said, well, we went there and we asked them, and they said that she had a bowl of chili and some wine. And yeah, we're looking into it. So he wouldn't say they're being investigated.
No.
He just, said those sorts of things. And that was like that day, right? Yet these lawyers, whoever they are, still got the mother to file suit against this tavern. I feel pretty bad for the owners of this tavern because because they are like, is this Susan still in chat? Lives nearby. Yeah, here we go. I feel like this tavern is being sort of blamed in some way, and their name is being tarnished because they served this woman that day.
Yeah.
But it's pretty clear to me that they served her 1 glass of wine, and they're not at all responsible for this, like in the slightest. Hey, thank you, Dina. Happy Hug and Australian Hug an Australian Day, is it? 26th of the 4th. It's a real holiday. Look it up. Hugs to my favorite Australian.
Aw, hugs. Oh, you mean her? Fine.
Well, yeah, sure. Give me a super chat. I'll hug you too. Thank you, Dina. Aren't you sweet? Love ya. I love you, Dina. You're my bestie.
I know she's pretty good for an Australian. I mean, I used to be racist to them, but she hella changed my mind.
You still are kind of. You still are. I just get an exception.
Yeah.
That's so nice of you, Dina. Thank you.
She's one of the good ones.
I am. The Ohio Toledo paper will say she posted bond. Yes. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Not a bowl of chili with some wine. No. Homemade chili? I love chili. Chili's great. I wonder, could chili you into strong chili? Could chili make you intoxicated? I wonder.
No.
Even
Even if you use alcohol with it, it burns up.
Exactly. Well, I mean, look at the bar owner who kicked that kid out because he was already intoxicated when he came there. The family blames them for his death, but I think it's the smiley face.
I have to make chili now this weekend. So thanks, everybody.
Get chili out of the torture dungeon. Nah, leave him in there. He's fine. Texan cooks chili with.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty popular here.
Anyway, keep going, please.
The lawsuit seeks to hold the restaurant accountable for allegedly violating Michigan's dram shop law, a type of statute that allows an injured person to bring a claim against a business for serving alcohol to an underage person or someone who is visibly intoxicated.
Okay.
Generations of experience of sales of alcohol. have told us that irresponsible sale and use causes people to get hurt. Said John Marco, an attorney for Dobbs. He added, someone who has been harmed can also bring a claim against the individual person who served the alcohol, but that approach is rare.
Okay. The business is okay. Keep going. This is weird. Keep going.
The business is responsible for its employees, Marco said. Authority closed the bar, which was less than 5 miles from the boat club, after Saturday's crash, and executed a search warrant to learn more about the day's business. Monroe County Sheriff Troy Goodenough said Saturday night.
Okay. All right. So what's the attorney got to say?
Bill. I love a good Bill. Colovis, Chidester's attorney, said Tuesday that the search warrant of Verna's found that Chidester only had 1 glass of wine and a bowl of chili. It's okay, Junior. I'm not mad. It's okay, Tutu. It's okay, Tutu. I'm not mad. Don't be afraid. I love you, Tutu. Sorry, Babu Junior. Sorry. Where was I? It's okay. And a bowl of chili for lunch from 11 a.m. to noon Saturday. The crash occurred at 3 hours later at the boat club, which is 3.4 miles from the bar. It's okay, Juju. It's okay. I love you, Junior.
Oh, wait. Okay. Wait. Yeah, okay. No, finish this. Let's finish this, because this is after the arraignment.
All of this said in her arraignment that she has no criminal record and is retired. He said she received treatment the day of the crash for a recent history of seizures in her legs. He called the crash absolutely horrible. It's okay, Junior. An employee who answered the phone at Verna's on Tuesday morning referred the Detroit News to an attorney for the restaurant who could not immediately be reached.
Okay. Look, I think people should leave this restaurant alone. They've got nothing to do with this. You can't stop him.
Absurd.
I blame Chili. Yeah. Chili's responsible for everything. Look, I hate the way, I really don't like the way people just look for everybody possible connected to something to blame. It's like, who can we blame? Who can we sue? Who, what, where, when? Like, let's just. You okay?
Yeah, Junior came back out. I was just telling him.
Okay. Blame the cat.
I scared him.
Yeah, I know. It's just, if she was visibly intoxicated on arrival and was served wine, they may have a case.
I mean, there'd have to be evidence she was like S-faced and really drunk and then served her. But
then it was still 3 hours earlier though, Murph. Like 3 hours. And it was 1 glass of wine. So I don't know.
And would that 1 glass of wine have really changed anything?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty tenuous. I don't know.
Well,
but
yeah,
still,
and they can get a settlement. So
remember, the bar is super low. The bar, as in the bar. The bar is super low in civil cases. I know.
Bar.
I just feel like it takes so long to build up a business. Building up a business, and a business supports people. It employs people. Like the people who are running that business, they probably got kids. It's just to go after someone's livelihood like that. And let's just sue them, because they could be responsible for the deaths of kids. Like, it's kind of horrible. I find it kind of horrible to go after people because you're hurting and you're mad, and then some lawyers come along, like personal injury lawyers come along and go, hey, here's all the people you could sue. And they make a buck out of it as well, potentially. I mean, I'm sure that they're sort of no win, no pay lawyers. But yeah, it just feels to me a little bit sort of gratuitous and not necessary. So yeah, I understand suing the defendant. I get that. That makes sense. But just to sue the bar, unless it's really clear that there was something going on there, like she just left there. But I think at this point, considering that it was 3 hours earlier and it was one glass of wine, that should just be dropped right now. And people should just stop talking about them, because I think probably their reputation's been already tainted enough. Going after the bar seems really dumb. If her check shows one wine 3 hours earlier, that's not going to cut it. Yeah. Yeah, and probably insurance. Yeah. That's just how I feel about it. It's just stop blaming everybody and everything you can, because you can.
Yeah.
Because you can. True color. But if a business has an alcohol liquor license, there are rules, laws they have to follow. Absolutely, there are rules, laws they have to follow, and I'm sure that that's being investigated. I'm sure that is being investigated. I don't think they're going to get away with anything at all. No. It's just so fast. It's just quick, within a day. And this woman's in hospital, by the way, and grieving. And yet already there's someone sitting next, literally someone's run in and gone, here, lawsuit.
Here are the papers.
So fast. Yeah. It just blows my mind how fast it is. Yeah. Anyway, that has been really, mind-blowing.
Doesn't work that fast.
That's been mind-blowing. So 30th of April, that's really soon. So we'll watch that that hearing that's coming up. That will be
30th.
Yeah, the 30th. So they'll have the PCA there because we don't have it yet. It's not been released. So that the PCA will come out and she will be before the court. So we'll run that one for you. Hopefully we'll get David on stream for that. We'll book him. We'll actually book him for that one. Yep. Awesome. And why would anyone order chili in Michigan? I don't know why you would. Taint, did I say taint? I sure did. I make sure to include it whenever I can. And that was relevant. All right, we're going to raid Danny. Everyone, let's go raid Danny and see what's going on with, I think she's probably talking about Chad, Mr. Daybell. So let's go down the portal of the crazy portal of the Chad Daybell trial. And that'll be it. I will see you on the weekend. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow. Maybe not. If I do, I'll let you know. But otherwise, it's the finale of Murdoch Mails. The finale of Murdoch Mails, 6:30 p.m. on Saturday. Yes. And before that, Jensen, obviously.
Yes.
Of course I'm going to say Jensen. Absolutely. Yay! Everyone hit the like on your way out. Make sure you hit the like. You have 1 minute right now to press like. Pressing it.
Can you guys find the like button? Seriously.
Press it.
It's not hard to find it.
Press it.
Come on, it helps. It excites the algorithm, okay?
Press it. Mandy. Yes, she knows. Mandy.
If you don't press it, that means you can't find it.
Yeah. I mean, she can't find it. That's it. All right. And everyone say EU raid when we get over there to Miss Danny's channel.
Yes.
And then we'll get going. Okay. Bye.